What it do, what it do, what it do. We are back up in May. You hear me? I am Ladora from Ladora's TV. So, let's get right on up with the you know what I'm saying? So, do not mind my hair. I need to get a retwist. And yes, let me come for my hair and whatnot. But this is story time about the three T's, T1 through T2 and T3. And like the oldest being number one to the youngest being number three. So I remember us being in middle school. I mean, not middle school, elementary school. We known each other since like 8, 9 years old or something like that. So we were like really young when we had met each other up until high school. And so what happened was, you know, me and T2, we were closer than me and the other T's, whatever. And the crazy thing is, we was in school and we was like end of the day or whatever. So my class sitting on the floor. T2 class is like sitting in the desks or whatever. So she gets up and walk past me and she was like, "Excuse me," and I was like, "You excuse," but I wasn't saying you excuse as in you excuse or like some kind of attitude or anything. I was just saying like you excuse or whatever. So she was like, "Y'all better get her, cause she over here being smart. Y'all better get her," and I'm just like, I'm confused. What happened? You know what I'm saying? So then there was a time after that where um we were in school. No, no, no. Yeah, we just got home from school, but something happened in school because I remember my class, cause it was field day, so my class beat her class in tug of war, and she had a whole issue with that. She was like, "Well, my classmate or like." Like my class was, like bragging about it, whatever. Her and some other girls, like they were like, I guess, mad or whatever, like whatever. I mean, I guess it is what it is. So then after that, we get home from school and like, cause everybody uses my yard, like the cut through to get to their yard or whatever. I mean, get to their yard or to their house, whatever. And basically, we started on the side of my house. So that it was me, my cousin, um, T1 and T2, and they older brother. Um, I think his name was Terrell. I think that was his name, but it's like like their step brother from the stepdad side or whatever. But whatever. So that's that. And so basically, what happened was they over there and something happened. I forgot what it was, but I was like, "Say you're lying. Why are you lying?" And I pushed her, and then she went backwards. So then I went back in again, and it skipped me in my stomach. And I was like, "Are you serious?" Then I started crying, and I walked away. And Shika was like, "Why are you crying for? Like, you pushed it like you started, you know what I'm saying? So, why are you crying for? And then you're going to walk away? You better handle that." And I was just like, steady walking away, crying or whatever. Then we became cool again. But it's just like, over the years, her and her sisters, they felt like they was always better than us. Just because I wouldn't say we was low class. I would say we was like kind of middle class growing up. You know what I'm saying? Like a fixed income, whatever. So that wasn't really enough to go around for everybody. Like we didn't even have phones growing up. Like, I didn't get my first phone until high school, which is my ninth grade year, and that was like I want to say like the second semester of school. I think it was the first semester of high school. But it was like 2 weeks or something like that in or whatever. I asked a friend. I was like, his name was something D. I can't remember his name, and he basically was just like, I was just like, "Do you have a phone?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "I got an old one, but it's an iPhone for us." With another, okay, so yeah, that'll do. He's like, "Okay, well, let me clean it out, or whatever." So he gave it to me, and I'm just like, "Dang, tomorrow I have the lunch, after school detention." And I'm just like, bruh, I'm gonna be in there all bored and whatnot. But after school detention, it was from like, cool. We got to school like 2:18, and the lunch detention was over at like 3:30, I think, something like that. And so yeah, basically, So I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, he got it for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in there, like downloading videos, I mean games and stuff, like music, stuff like this. I'm gonna really be born on the bus, whatever. And then after that, um, what? So second semester, it was in June. I mean January. Um, so what happened was, I guess like, um, dang, what was her name? It was another girl to start with the K, and she was trying to fight the other girl to start with the K. And the girl with the K, okay, what's her name? Carlita. She started running home like a scary little that she is, probably still is. And when she was running home with it, I'm gonna go knock on the door, and it was like, get off my porch, blah 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 blah. So the K tried to fight her, and basically what happened was, um, I don't know, like after all that transpired, like one of the T's, like T1, she had stuck up a middle finger in the car, driving by. One of us sitting right there, but me and my twin brother. So me and my twin brother, we standing there, and I called T2 because I didn't have T1 number. I said, who did your sister, like stick her middle finger up to, and why? Cause like, was it towards me or Breon? And I came with it was just, so anyway, so I came to her like so calm and collected. Like I did not give. Well, who did I say something? I didn't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I was all calm, cool, and collected when I asked the question, because I genuinely wanted to know. But then I guess after the fact, my brother was like, my twin brother was like, it was towards me or whatever. He was like, you just started something that didn't even, you know, the demon had nothing to do with you. I said, I didn't start anything. So I just asked the question. She was like, well, if you got a problem with me, you can sit in school. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, okay. And then she hung up in my face. I'm like, all right. So then my older brother, he's like, okay, well, he said, look, let me tell you this straight. I'm gonna give it to you just like this. I was like, what? He was like, they gonna come to school tomorrow, but they're not gonna ride the bus. They're probably gonna go home and they're probably gonna think out a strategy and they just gonna meet you in school or whatever. He was like, but don't fight in school, fight after school. I was like, yeah, there was the plan or whatever. I get to school and I'm like, I don't know, it's like I had some kind of dream, like I was ready to go to sleep and ready to wake up that morning, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, because it was just something. I was just so ready. So when I woke up, because at the time, like I said, it was cold outside, it was January. So I had on some black and gray, I mean, some gray and white leggings, and I had on some gray sweatpants on top. And then I had on, I think a blue, I think I had on a gray or a black shirt, something like that. And then also had on like a gray sweatshirt under it, and I had on another jacket. I had on a jacket and I had a sweatshirt, a gray sweatshirt on top of it. So basically, I was gray and black all the way out, and with the hint of white. And so my brother get up, my older brother, he get up, he was like, "Why you dressed like you ready for war?" And I said, "What?" She said she wanted me to see her in school. That's what we gonna do. I'm gonna see what she's about. And the crazy thing is, we get to the bus stop. I'm sitting here waiting for him. They ain't show up at all. So Jane was like, "Yeah, they gonna see you at school. They're gonna come right before the bell rings too." I was like, "Okay." And it's funny because everything my brother said happened. So at Middle Creek, like you have, like you have so I guess you get off the bus at 7 o'clock. Then you have like 25 minutes, of free time, to walk around, do whatever you want to do, or whatever, before 7:25 or like 7:30 before the bell ring for the school to start or whatever. So that's that. So it's like I'm just so happen to stand right here, and I'm talking to my cousin O, and it was like other girls was there, so we all just sitting there talking or whatever, and then my twin brother, my older brother, they stand right here with their other friends. They was a whole group and they just standing right there in front of the vending machines, whatever, and I'm sitting like right here out in the open. And so what happened was, I see them coming through the door. They stand right there at the table, And they just, talking, they put their stuff down, they're talking to T1, T2, and T3. They all just sitting there talking or whatever. And the next thing you know is they just sitting there. I guess I don't know what they were saying, but I just know they was talking or whatever. And by that being said, I I see T3. She leaves, and when she leaves, I guess like she go to class or something. And T1 and T2, they came towards me, dropping their bags and their books and stuff that was in their hand. So I'm like, okay. So I'm getting ready, and it's crazy because I came to school that day with nothing but a phone, a charger, and a pencil. That's all I came to school with that day. I ain't had no book bag, no nothing. So what happened was, so when they was approaching me, T1 was like, "You not about to fight my sister. You not about to fight my sister." I said, "Bro, get out my face. You ain't had nothing to do with this. This is her. She burned her herself. She said she wanted to me to see her in school, so that's what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So you back it on up. You feel me? So what's that? So then she was like, I said you're not gonna fight my sister, and she pushed me, and I was like, boom, boom, and I was like, boom, 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 and then her sister disappeared in a crowd, and next thing you know, I can't find her. T2, she hit me right here in my temple, right? So I lost my vision a little bit. Later down the line, I found out that that's not good if somebody hit you like around the hair or whatever. Like, like that's not good at all. But yeah, that's what she hit me, and she got one good hit in. I give her that. But next thing you know, I'm looking like, you know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't find her. And then when my eyes finally became very clear again, I look, she right here, and I'm like, boop, 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 boop. Like I'm going in, pick her up, slam her on the wall, boop, 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 slam her on the ground, boop, boop, boop. Like, I'm just like giving it to her. You know what I'm saying? And then, and it's crazy because I guess like T1 tried to jump in or whatever. So like my twin brother, he like, boom, y'all not about to jump my sister or whatever y'all thought this was. And next thing you know is I'm giving it to T2. And the crazy thing is, it was another friend. Oh, that was a friend. I'm call her Mariah because I really don't care. I don't even know Mariah. But yeah, so she came to me, grabbing me, talking about, you need to stop fighting this, not stuff. You want some too, because you they friends. You want some too? And then she was just looked at me and she just let me go. You know what I'm saying? I was like, 'cause you know what I'm saying? But she had an issue with my sister. My sister used to go to school and she never wanted to fight my sister either. I was like, what is up with these folks thinking they better than somebody, but you can't fight with this? Like, even in middle school, T2 was bragging about how she done beat up my cousin E. No, you ain't do none of that. My cousin E whooped in school too. Let's be real. Talking about, oh yeah, I beat her. Da, 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 da. No, you did not. And she tried to say the same thing about me. But baby, there was videos. That was videos. Literally, that was videos. And the crazy thing is, some of them that didn't record, they had front row seat. My brothers and they friends and some other people, they had front row seat to see. So they was like, yeah, Bree won, Bree won, Bree won. Yeah, cause what you mean? Like, no. And um I think that comes from me being bullied in middle school as well. And even with my first, okay, that was in January, but like my first year, no, the first semester of high school, for the second year I got into a fight, but that's another story time I'm gonna tell for later. And so yeah, cause like no, they had me messed up, and then I still had to go to school. But see, I'm the one that got suspended. Well, first I got suspended, then I got expelled. They called back, was like, she can't come back to school until the following year, blah blah blah. So they transferred me over to an alternative school, or whatever, which is the school you was locked in. I went at Longview. And the crazy thing is, they came to school the next day. They didn't even get suspended because they want to sit here and lie. Come on now, but then you come to school with piles of makeup on your face. Make it make sense. I had no bruises on my face at all, whatsoever, whatsoever. And after that happened, they walking around school all high and mighty, acting like they did something. You ain't did nothing. You ain't do nothing. Like, let's be real. You ain't do nothing. And not even that, but like, it's really funny because after that, I got off. Well, so what? 2:18 you get out of school, and then like around like 2:30 is when the bus be coming to the bus stop or whatever, to my bus stop. So I was came out the house. You know, I'm walking up there to the bus stop. Them, not even really T3. Like I guess she really wasn't worried or whatever. I don't know. But I to this day I still don't have no issues with T3. I worked through my issues with T1 and T2. And the crazy thing is, I was still running into, T2, like, um, in high school. So like I said, we was actually in the same grade, but I had failed the seventh grade, so I was in there twice. So that's why she was a class upper than me then. She was like, she graduated a year before I graduated. So when I was in 11th grade, she was a senior. When I was a senior, she was probably in college. Who knows? And so, that was that. So basically, you know, let down, take a nap. And so, that was that or whatever. So I'm like, all right, whatever, whatever. And I mean, I did apologize to her, like, for beating her up like that. But at the same time, like, I still don't understand how did we get to that point. We have not talked in years. Like, I even sent her a friend request on Facebook. Denied it a couple of times. I was like, okay. But but after I became pregnant, that was 2019. T1, she was talking to my brother, like, oh, tell your brother, I'm gonna tell your sister, like, congratulations or whatever on the baby and whatnot. And then I guess that she also was like, like, we ain't got no beef, like, it ain't none of that. And I'm like, oh, okay. But T2, she still acting like it's beef, and she the one that started it. But it's crazy because even what when she was a senior and I was a junior, like, we were still like talking, have like conversations or whatever. And it's crazy because my teacher was looking like, yo, I know they fought in the past, but like, what's T? And it's funny because right after it happened, um, T1 got on the phone and she was like, I guess she was calling her mom. She was like, yo, mom was so fucking pissed. Oh, sorry. She was like, I'm so pissed right now. Like, Brianna just done beat up Takira or whatever. Brianna just done fought Takira. Da 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 da. And I'm like, well, she asked for it. You asked for it. But you want to sit here and be mad at me for something that you asked for. Y'all ran up on me first. Y'all hit me first. Now I can understand if I ran up on her, but I was the one who got in trouble. Knowing good well where I was standing at, they had cameras facing my way, right? She clearly threw the first hit. Both of them threw the first hit, actually. It just did one push and one threw the first punch. They ain't letting no more shots after that. And then I developed a nickname. Was that nobody with me in school? Even the bullies who used to bully me in middle school, that's kind of still lived in my neighborhood, or they went to the same high school as I did, had no issues. Or they say they wanted to fight, but you seen him walking in a group, you could have easily jumped me because I'm walking by myself. If you don't see me, you see me and Kizzy. If you don't see me and Kizzy, you see me a majority of the time walking by myself. I don't need no crowd. I don't need nobody to help. I got jumped by two people. And you think I needed help? From who? No, ma'am. So, yeah. Lynette. Lynette. And whatnot. So, like, that was that. I mean, and it is what it is at this point because I could really care less. But at the same time, there's something that I don't understand because me and T2, like, we was there. We were there. The first female You know, first female. So that's why I don't understand. Like, how did it come to that? But she asked for it. So that is that. And I'm about to be logging out this video of what you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is Ladora from Ladora TV. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You know, so we trying to get up there. We trying to move up in life. You know what I'm saying? And that's what me and everybody else. Thank you, and we are out.